Hey, how we doing, guys? Gray here, and today we're back for week 7 of the P4G. We're going up against Galvanate and his New York Noibats in what is now becoming a win and in situation for playoffs. 4-4 team is almost definitely going to make it. So yeah, we're 3-3 at the moment. 1 win from our last 2 games should lock us in. But Nate's got a really scary team. Make sure to go check him out. His link will be down in the description below. He makes fantastic content and is also just a really great guy. And if you have been enjoying the content, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of the season. And once again, no team builder. There probably won't be unless we make playoffs. So yeah, for week 7 and 8 there won't be team builders. I just haven't got the motivation, unfortunately, to make them right now. But I'll put the matchup on screen and the team will be down in the description below in a Pokepaste. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the battle. Okay, so here we are for the battle against Nate. Let's see what he's brought. It's going to be roughly what I expected. There is a Pyroar, which that was at 50-50. There is Primarina, that was to be expected. There is the Uxie, which means that there's no Houndstone, so our tech on Hawlucha is a little bit less effective, but still pretty good. He does bring the Muck, but no more Pico. That means that my Sinistcha is a little bit better. I think I'm just going to go with the plan. Plan is to try and break off Rip with our weakness policy. And hope for the best. Potential leads here, like Primarina would be the worst case scenario, I think, in terms of leads. We probably just have to go straight out into Pheasantipity on that. Potentially even Veluza. Mudsdale should be alright, because if he Earthquakes, it would proc our weakness policy. And we can just Iron Defense in front of it. We shouldn't take too much damage. Potentially famous last words. Mudsdale, but having Mudsdale gone, it's not like amazing, but it's good for... let's give a Pilliswine. That's about it. I think actually Mudsdale is probably the least important Pokemon. In fact, if you see Mudsdale lead, I might just switch into Sinistcha and set up, or attempt to. But we're going to go ahead and lock that one in. If he is physically defensive on Mudsdale, Earthquake after an Iron Defense would do 38 to 42. If he is offensive, it will do quite a bit more. I don't think he'll be offensive, but you never know. I think against my team, offensive grounds are pretty good. But I think it might be AV, it might just be specially defensive with rocks. We will see. Good luck, have fun to Nate. Head game is the lead. I'm actually fine with this. If he wants to set up rocks, he can set up rocks. Do I just Carmine or do I Iron Defense here? Honestly, I think Carmine is probably better. If he T-Waves, so be it. But I am not looking to play this game passively. This is not my win con. Albeit it could sweep. Light Screen, okay. That makes a lot of sense. However, I will just Calm Mind again. No thoughts, head empty. Just click Hard Mind. Like, we're now at +2. He could T-Wave us. I don't think it's going to be T-Wave. I think it might just be Rocks. Rocks and Screen's lead. We'll see whether or not he's Light Clay. Mr. Goopy comes in. Okay. So we will be at +2, +2, +4, +2. If we had Store Power, we'll be going fucking sicko mode right now. Muck, we should be able to do a very good amount of damage to. Getting rid of this Mon definitely helps with Sinistcha as well. So yeah, the Light Screen being up is the only kind of problematic thing about this. He could also get the Poison Touch. So, Special Wall, a load of Mucky Gunk Shots, okay. Doesn't want to proc the weakness policy, I respect it. Regardless, so I'm now at +2. So, there's the weak armor. I think I Iron Defense again. I don't think that's too greedy. +3 defense, we should be alright. If he procs the weakness policy, then we're in just like a lot better place. So yeah, I'll just Iron Defense again. So yeah, he does knock. Let's go proc our weakness policy. Like, we're not going to have... Like, we might not even knock this out. So, a +4 behind the light screen, we actually wouldn't even come close to knocking this out. But regardless, this damage is going to be super, super helpful. Yeah, that's really good damage. Really good damage. He needs a berry. Okay, so he's a recycle set. Okay, so essentially we lost our Armor Rouge for nothing. That was potentially not the best play, but at the same time, that's fine. That's fine. We now go into Pillar Swine. And like, Pillar Swine is really scary for his team. Like, he doesn't do it well. He is going to switch. Like, that much is for sure. So I could just go for the Icicle Crash on the expected Uxie, which honestly I think that's what I want to do. Spring's going to be annoying, but I kind of knew that going in. Like, you shouldn't go into Primarina here. That's a Primarina, isn't it? That's wild. Earthquake would have done so much damage to this. Oh well. See our Life Orb, I'm just going to go out into Veluza. There is no reason not to at this point. Worst case scenario here is that he Specs. Specs would do a great deal of damage to my Veluza. But at the same time, we're all just... It's kind of all of this is just in aid of trying to get Sinistcha into a position where it can win. It's going to withdraw. Okay. And that's the Uxie. Interestingly, we went into this. I guess the EQ is like the most obvious play. I'm just going to flip turn though. You can set up a Reflect here. I go into Sinistcha and I click Sub. There's a Reflect. Not exactly the greatest damage you've ever seen in your life, but, you know, we'll still take it. And yeah, just I'm going to go into Sinistcha. As the light screen wears off, we should now be able to set up a Sub, I believe, without much issue. Now he's now got to decide whether he wants to set up a light screen or go into Muck. So here he 100% goes into Muck. I'm just going to match a Gotcha and try and get a burn, because the burn is the most important thing off rip. Like, failing that, -1, we should be able to not have our Sub broken by a knockoff. So here's going to U-turn. This will mean that if we don't get the burn, then there's absolutely no chance of us being able to take the hit of our Sub, but I will still Strength Sap anyway and then set up another Sub. There's not a great deal that wants to switch into this. No Veggies comes in. That is the Pyroar. Not what I was expecting. I will say that much. Definitely not what I was expecting to come in. But we'll take that a little bit of health. And how much are we taking from Pyroar? There's a special attacker. We are taking pretty good amount of damage at +1. Like, that did absolutely nothing. Is this AV? This could be AV, specifically designed to deal with this mon. So man, this is it's a good bring. I'm just going to strength sap so I go back up to full. And then I'm going to double into the loser. Because we'll be able to take any one hit fairly comfortably. Clicks work up. Okay, I see. This could Terror. I think I've got to use my own Terror here, as much as I probably don't want to. And I'll click Psycho Cut because it's a mid-ground on all of his Terrors, because he's Fire, Normal, and Grass. If I had to assume, he probably would be, like, Grass. So he's actually, wow, did he not Terror? No shot he didn't Terror. Am I faster than this Pyro? Wow, he just straight up did not Terror. Wow. Alright then. So we have to lose the loser to this? That's absolutely insane. Aqua Cutter would have killed, right? Judging off that damage. That damage is really good though. It is actually really helpful. How much do you take from +1? +1 Hyper Voice. So it's definitely modest from that damage. I mean, you take so much. I think I've got to just go for a flip here. Don't have a choice, I don't think, but to let this thing go down and then go into Pheasantipity afterwards. It's perhaps been really good. Really good. So I have to go into you. And I think I gotta just Acid Spray. And hope he misses some moves here, because otherwise we're in a real bad spot. I still do believe that Sinistcha can win this game. It's just going to be very difficult. Should have probably just stayed in and clicked Calm Mind over and over against this, but it was work up, so I don't think it would have mattered too much. It is exceptionally bulky though, judging off how much that Matcha Gotcha did at the start. I would assume that he'll go for a Hyper Voice into Fire Blast, because Fire Blast from Modest would 2-hit KO my set. He doesn't know that, I guess. And he could just switch out and preserve this. Yeah. So, that's going to do absolutely nothing. But at the same time, I didn't expect it to do anything. So, I will Moonblast once. Theoretically, this should never be able to beat me 1v1. It does just knock. So, there goes my Shucker. Light Screen wears off. I can just Moonblast. Yeah, Moonblast is very free. If he goes into the horse, I think that's just our time. That's got to be our time to try and set up with Sinistcha. Get a crit, that's nice. Gunk shots. It does a lot of damage. It does do a lot. I'm gonna Roost. because like he's hit all of his inaccurate moves so far. I'm hoping he's going to miss one. What's that doing? Put me down to 182. I think I actually just want Moonblast on this turn. As much as I could just sit around and wait for him to miss, I think at some point he's going to be proactive and try and switch out. Okay, well he didn't. But regardless, we get rid of the muck. And if the horse comes in, I pretty much just have to go to Sinistcha. Bernie Sanders, that sounds like a mud style. No, not a mud style. Okay. I would only assume that you've gone into this because it has something to kill me, but if it does, then I go into Sinistcha and I set up. I think it's got to be as simple as that, right? Well, I'm under half, so if he doesn't kill me, then I should be able to roost. He just U-turns. Okay. I mean, I'll take my roost. I will take that roost. We might be back into it a little bit. I do U-turn on the horse. I U-turn to try and get a poison. Honestly, Pheasantipity could just end up winning this game by itself. 6-foot hacks, that's going to be the horse. There we go, we finally found the horse. And this is the quickest pivot. Quickest pivot into Sinistcha. 100% we still have the pieces to win this game. We get a poison here, even better. There's a stamina. Do we get a toxic chain? Any toxic chain? No toxic chain. You know what, Pheasantipity? I might as well just start running Technician on you because you just never get anything. We could also go Piloswine, but I think Sinistcha is just a better option. We're almost getting to a position where Piloswine can kind of click a button. EQ should do absolutely nothing. Push down to 271. This time I am just going to click Calm Mind. If he has Raw, he'll show it here. Lash out. Oh damn. Alrighty then. Well then, let me I've clicked the wrong button. Okay, never punish, never punish. Whew. I meant to click Stripes Up, but you know what? That worked out infinitely better. Horse goes down. Pheasantipity is looking absolutely amazing now. He doesn't have the light screen up, which was obviously up last time. Last time the Pyro came in. Now he's kind of in a position where he has to set up a screen, I think. Bernie Sanders comes back in. Like, can this even touch me? I guess he'll try and knock. At which point I just Strength Sap. Yeah. I don't have an item, so it's not going to do any damage. Shout out to no item Sinistcha, put in the finest. And I believe I can now just Calm Mind. I could also match a gotcha and hope for a burn. I think that might end up being just like a better play. I don't want to get too greedy with it. Staying healthy and clicking buttons is going to be, I think, my best option. If he goes Pyro here, no veggies, that was Pyro, wasn't it? Okay. Potential for some good damage here. That is, in fact, I would say, good damage. I will match a gotcha again. I don't think he can put me in range. Terrifier Fire Blast, I guess. Yeah, I guess that would definitely be problematic. Does some good damage, but Machagotcha should also give us some health back. Shower Sinistcha not missing on this specific turn, because that would have been devastating. I think that would have actually lost me the game. So, or at least it wouldn't have lost me the game. It would have put me in a real bad spot, though. Yeah, Pyroar was definitely in Ice Shard range. And yeah, Sinistcha. Sinistcha picks up his 3rd kill? 2nd kill. Yeah, 2nd kill. Getting rid of the Alolan Muck early definitely worked out nicely. Head game comes in. Okay. I will... There's no reason to not Strength Sap here and get myself healthy, right? Memento. Turns out there is a reason. What else have you got in the back, though? So it's a bit rude that you didn't let me get a kill. Is it just Prim that's left? Might just be Prim. Is there something else I'm forgetting? Vermilions? That is the Prim, isn't it? I mean, above +1. What's the other one that's here alive? Cyclizar. Okay. Well, I mean, I've got to Machagotcha. Even though I'm at -1, this still should do some damage. Yeah. And he Calm Minds. Makes sense. Unless this thing has Roost. Yes, the big Roost Primarina. Unless this thing has Rest, it shouldn't be much of a problem for me. I will just Machagotcha again. I am faster, which is good to know. This won't knock it out after I Calm Mind boost, but we've got potential for a burn as well. You want to talk about Bernie Sanders? Draining Kiss should not do... That does a lot. That does do a lot. Gets him a good amount back, but it's not going to be enough. It's Life Orb. Okay. So I think this Machagotcha looks like it's going to be able to take it out from this range. I think it can take it out from here. No, Sinistcha, you are actually the GOAT. You just are. You are the best Pokemon. You crit, I don't think that mattered. I don't know for sure because of the boost, but I don't think that mattered. And we should now be in a pretty good position, I think, to be able to just wrap up the game here. Albeit it might take a little while. Because Knockoff won't knock me out from here. I Strength Sap, get my health back. I just don't want to end up throwing at all. So yeah, I'm gonna take every opportunity to make sure I don't end up losing. I can just go into... Yeah, I mean, I'll just Machagotcha. Like, as much as it's shitty and it's stally, like, I don't want to lose any more diff, because differential looks like it's going to be huge in the grand scheme of things. So, that does 0, by the way. Absolutely no damage. And we'll just Machagotcha as much as we can. I could Calm Mind, but honestly, I don't think it's getting me anywhere at this point. Did he run like 6 Covert Cloaks? That'd be a genuinely god tier break if he did. I want to assume this is Assault Vest, but the fact that I haven't got a single burn is actually outrageous. If I get a burn, then then so be it. It will speed up this process. But I do just Strength Sap again on this turn. As boring as this is, it is my way of winning. A crit would have knocked me out from there. I think that was his plan. Had to be to crit me. Now at -2, I'm just going to go out into Hawlucha. I wanted to play safe. I wanted to play it safe, but he's going to knock off again. If he Dracos on this turn, excellent read from my opponent. But we do still have Pheasantipity at full, and I don't believe that this can deal with it. Shout out to Flying Hawlucha. I'm a little sad that we didn't get to show off the tech. We did get a crit. The big nugget, though, is going to be seen, and that's the main thing. Close combat to end up this game. Hawlucha picking up the kill. And, yeah. Honestly, early game, absolute dog shit. But I always knew as long as I had Sinistcha, I was in for a chance of still winning this game, and that turned out to absolutely be the case. So yeah, good game tonight. I think that knocks him out of playoffs, so I'm sorry about that. But at the end of the day, we needed to win to solidify our place in playoffs, and realistically, unless we lose 6-0, I don't think we'll be out of playoffs with a 4-4 record. But yeah, if you enjoyed the battle, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of the season, albeit maybe 1 week, maybe playoffs as well. And make sure to check out Nate's side, his link will be down in the description below, as well as all your coaches for this season. And until next one, have a great day guys, peace.